Coming up this week on the Afro Journal.
I wanted a relationship without the title, basically.
Oh, boy.
I was extremely toxic. She blamed me like, oh, we should date. And I was like, nah.
Damn.
All of a sudden, she moved on. And I had a problem with that, basically.
Did you love them and do you still love them? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, uncles and aunties, mommies and daddies, welcome back to the Afro Journal podcast, where we aim to bridge the gap between the African diaspora and the continent through open dialogue, shared experiences, and good vibes. Today we are bringing another banger. You already know what time it is. It's your toasted caramel, your vintage chocolate, Chiso, AGKMA, Jeremiah Okafor.
And it's your extra luggage. Your Puerto Rico vibes, your Cancun vibes, your Bora Bora vibes, your vacation. Oh my gosh. Your vacation. Chef Piredo, Pira Kechuki Chibuzali, Go Junior.
And it's your glazed chocolate donut. We have the glaze today. You can see the skin is glowing.
Oh.
The mom that all your friends want to look up to. I'm the provider. I'm the greenest flag on this show. Regardless of what y'all voted, I'm the green flag. And we'll get into why today.
Okay.
But let go be lost. At that first one. It's like, what? Your mom wants to your mom wants to look up to me?
Remember when I
Don't you
said
want me
last
that hot
episode,
mom?
I'm the
That
hot
hot
mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh Lord. Anyhow, whoever we are today, bottom line is we are still the Afro Journal podcast.
Yes.
Welcome back. Episode 60, guys. We keep it moving, we keeping the energy up. And today we are talking about why things didn't work out, with our previous situations.
This is
Like,
hilarious.
for some of us it might be exes, for some of us it might be situationships, for some of us it might be entanglements, whatever it might be. We were going to do it with a twist because we're going to call on the stars. And I know some of you are crazy right now. All you niggas that keep watching. Don't worry, it's going to be interesting. Trust me.
Yeah, I mean, this is not me and Chisom's usual vibes, but we're doing this for entertainment purposes.
Entertainment purposes
Yeah.
only. But it's still going to be fun. We're going to
Yeah.
understand why things didn't work out and see if this horoscope thing, is actually real.
We're looking at it through a woman's lens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. And if you go back to our previous episode on the horoscope, I forgot what episode that was, but I think the title is something about when the stars align, something like that. Maybe 39, 38, like Bole said. Go check out that episode too, because our eyes opened a little bit, so now we're just taking the fun one step further.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess I can start with Bole. Since she's the queen of astrology on this podcast. She's the most knowledgeable one. She has a PhD in astrologionisis.
Whoa. Relax.
All right, but Bole, I beg, take it away. Break it down for us. So, I guess we can start with your ex first of all. And then
Let's start with Bole.
Yeah, let's start with Bole.
So I first want to mention, I think the three of us, in our last astrology episode, we're all earth signs. Peter and Chisom are Capricorns, and I'm a Virgo. And it's interesting because all our exes / situationships are all fire signs. So we got the earth and fire dynamics. The three of us.
That's actually hilarious.
Yeah,
no, it's actually really funny.
And apparently earth signs were very grounded and were very, loyal?
We're grounded, loyal, very practical.
Okay.
Then fire sides on the other side, they're very spontaneous. They like being center of attention. They're very enthusiastic, energetic.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a lot compared to earth signs.
All right.
But my ex was a Sagittarius, so fire sign.
Fire.
I guess some background. We dated for almost 4 years. And then
so you guys almost had your bachelor's degree in relationship. Almost.
Facts, yeah.
Very close.
We didn't graduate.
You did graduate. You guys
did not
dropped out.
Things happened.
Yeah.
We dropped out, exactly.
Yeah.
Last moment, they were like, I'm not feeling this. This is not the life I wanted.
Yeah. You gotta change
this
the
is
degree.
not the degree I wanted.
Oh man. Well, for me, I think my relationship lasted 1 year and 3 months. So I guess I could say I started college, but I dropped out after my freshman year. So, so yeah, like that was how long it started. We're together. I mean, but we knew each other for I think a year and some change before we actually started dating. So you know, so it was a bit of time. What
That's
about you?
interesting. Well, if you guys are saying college, I went to community college and dropped out 6 months after.
Nah, bro. You are that like guy that like going to college parties, but was never actually in the school.
Basically, I didn't have a relationship. Mine was a situationship.
Yeah.
And the only reason why we're doing mine is because of that's the only kind of relationship I have.
Yeah.
Basically, throughout my college degree, my
honest,
college years.
To be honest, Peter doesn't remember the birthday of his real ex, so he
Yeah.
can't use that.
Yeah, honestly,
Because I haven't talked to years.
I don't talk to all these people. Like when we break up, it's just the way of life. I forget about you, forget about me. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, mine started in junior year, and it lasted. It was like on and off the whole of junior year, and it ended that summer, like officially, like that summer.
So like 1 year of.
It wasn't even. It was kind of 1 year. Less than a year.
10 months.
Yeah, like probably 8 to 10 months around those times. Yeah.
So like a pregnancy. All right.
Oh shit.
All right. So let's start with Bole. Bole. Should we do horoscope and then the real reasons, or should we do the real reason and then what horoscope says? Which one would be more legit?
The real reason.
Let's do the real reasons first.
Yeah, let's do the real reasons and then horoscope. All right, Bole.
Yeah.
What are the obviously is Bole's bias, but what are the reasons your relationship ended? Or why it didn't work out?
I just want to put this out there before I get into this. It's all love. I don't plan on bashing anyone. If you take it the wrong way, I'm sorry. It's all love, though. It's all love. No hate.
Love.
I think we didn't work out because we were in two different headspaces. My ex was very much like a for the future type person, like 3 years ahead of what the present is. And I like to focus on the now. And I feel like his energy, his always wanting to like be doing something, I got to start a business. I got to do this. I got to do that. Like it overwhelms me. And low key, like thinking about it now, I kind of felt like, what's the word? Not belittled, but just like neglected kind of. Yeah. Cause I felt like I wasn't one of those top priorities because he was thinking about so many other things. Yeah. And then I kind of just like fell to the bottom of that list. I felt like I wasn't getting, the attention that I wanted. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it was, I don't want to say deserved, but like, you get what I'm saying? But it's kind of like if I think about it, it's like, your girlfriend is not your wife, right? So at the end of the day, you're still building for your future proper, like, do you think that you deserve that kind of, I guess, that level of attention that he gave you, or do you feel like it was just your feeling that was kind of like, yeah, maybe I deserved it, but I was just feeling like I deserved more, but you didn't actually deserve more?
Honestly, if I'm being real, like I don't think, like on the scale of 1 to 10, the attention that I feel like he gave me was like a 4.
Like a 4? Okay.
Yeah.
And
so it was very lacking.
What you deserve as a girlfriend?
What'd you say?
Would 10 be what you deserve as a girlfriend, or what you think would be ideal? Like if you had your dream guy.
Oh.
Because sometimes we think that we deserve more than we actually more than we actually do.
I think the 10 would be. That's a hard question.
Yeah.
I don't think what I deserve.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think it would be what would be just ideal for you, like if you had your dream situation, that would be the 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would deserve fall on that scale? Would deserve be like a 8?
Deserve like honestly like a 7,
like
7, 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like it just wasn't there. Like I felt like a relationship is a partnership. You want to feel like you have your person, and I felt like I didn't have my person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was pretty much the feeling of neglect that ended up ending things, right? And what else? But what was the final straw though, right? Because you were feeling that way for a while. When did you finally like make that decision to be like, okay, you know what, this is it?
I mean, he won't say. So I think we both made the decision. I think it was a mutual decision.
Oh.
But he would say, he would say he made the decision.
Yeah.
But it was
You know,
mutual.
it was mutual,
It was
yeah?
a mutual decision.
No, the person that says it's mutual, that that's the person that got broken up with.
It was a mutual decision. But
Yeah.
I think another big thing in our relationship was when we had problems, we would talk about them. I'm a very emotional person. Earth signs are not that emotional, but my moon, I have a water moon sign, and water signs are very emotional, very in tune with, their feelings. And I'm the type of person, when we have a conversation, I want to talk things out. Like, this is why I'm hurt. This is why I feel this way. And I felt like during those conversations that we had, him being the fire sign, like, it was very much, okay, I hear you, and that's it. Like, I wanted to see actions. I wanted to see that you actually hear what I'm saying and, want to work and make this better. But I wasn't seeing that. And honestly, to be fair, if I look at his side, I think I was also very immature in the relationship at some certain aspects. So that could have been like his kind of like, last straw. Yeah. But like I said, because I felt like we were in two different headspaces, we have a 3-year difference between us. So by the time we broke up, he was already out of college. I was in my senior year. So he was already working his big job, making money, doing this, starting other businesses, and I'm still here trying to graduate and get this degree.
Yeah.
So we just were at different points in life, and the distance, it was long distance. Like, there were just so many factors that played into it. So I think we both weren't getting what we wanted from each other. And then it was just like, we did the like, okay, let's take a break. We did breaks, came back.
Yeah, did breaks? Did it work?
We did breaks.
Yeah. How those go? Because man, I don't believe in breaks personally.
Honestly, they were pointless. They were pointless.
Okay.
But ultimately, we would come back, and it just hit a point where it was like, this is not working. There's no point in trying when it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah. What was the most toxic part of your relationship, though?
The most toxic part of my relationship, I definitely think it was like within like the first like 1 to 2 years. This was my first relationship, really, and I feel like this was also like his first relationship. And like I said, I was immature. I was going off of books, movies, like I checked the phones a couple times, the messages. I was looking for a problem when there was no problem. So I think that would be the most toxic like point within the relationship.
All right, so I can go now. So I think the major thing that didn't work out between us was lack of communication, right? And with that, it was pretty much, it was an element of immaturity, it was an element of ego, and an element of like, I guess, trying to protect yourself. So for example, if something hurts you, or like, let's just say like you feel some type of way about something, you don't want to tell them because you don't want to give that impression that they have that kind of power over you. Does that make sense? And then you don't want to bear yourself out to them. So it was a multiplicity of reasons, but if I could break it down, it would just be lack of communication, because apparently there were a lot of problems that were just never talked about.
Yeah.
And when it came to like, at the end, obviously, like I said before, like she felt like she was just my friend, but she never really expressed that to me properly. Like, she mentioned something along those lines a few times. It's kind of like, oh, like, like, I want us to be a bit more romantic, like, buy me flower, things like that. I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, I mean,
did you do that?
I guess we could do that. Cool. I guess I could work on that side, because I was always giving her very practical gifts. Even though I was sentimental, I might write some notes here.
Look at practical.
But my gifts were like, like she needs gym shoes. I get her gym shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, that's cute. Okay,
yeah,
that's cute.
I'm saying, like, because we were broke, bro. So my capacity to be spending money was very limited. So I want to make sure
when you spend money, you wanted to make sure it's useful.
Yeah, exactly. But to be fair to me too, I also gave her gifts that were not necessarily like always useful. Like, I got her a onesie one time. Like, I don't think we did the onesies, but I just heard her say that she would love a onesie one time, so I got it for her. I was just like, okay, cool. So I was a bit thoughtful. I could have been a bit more though. Like, maybe I think maybe it was just a public expression of love that she wanted. Like let's say I go for like a school dance or something, because I used to go to watch her, because she used to dance. I used to go watch some performance. Maybe as I'm coming, I'll bring like chocolate or something, or bring like flowers or something. I never did all that shit. Like all those like, I guess like extra romantic shit. I never did all those.
That's crazy. So you just gave her a hug.
I agree with you,
bro.
I literally agree with you. So just show up, give her a hug, say you did a good job. My presence there is the fact I'm wasting time to even be there. Because I like you. You know what I mean? Why the fuck am I going to go watch a dance of someone? Are you like?
That's your girlfriend. You got to support her.
Exactly. I'm going to go support you. That's the whole point.
Yeah. So like, so to me, it's like to be fair, I did enjoy it. Like I did enjoy watching her perform. So it wasn't like so chore for me, but I have to consider the fact that I had to Uber there or call the taxi actually, because back in the days Uber wasn't that prevalent actually. I was just calling taxi, wait 10 minutes, organize, and then like anything when I was in the taxi, you see the meter run. I'm just like go, like, let this guy get to the location quick. I didn't have money, fam. So my head, I've already like sacrificed so much in my head just to be there. So being there to me is already like a gift, but I understand, like girls like.
You guys were technically in two different spaces and two different expectations, which were not discussed.
Yeah, but it wasn't discussed, right? So to me, that was the major issue that came up with the relationship, really.
So what's the most toxic thing you did?
Or she did.
Toxic.
Oh, both of you did.
Let me see. The most toxic. Oh, but bro, I just remember myself. Okay. I don't want to say this online. I can't say it online, bro. I think I've told you this before.
Did you do it or did she?
It was kind of me.
Now you gotta say it. You gotta say it.
It was me. Peter, I don't know if you remember. But
I know what you're talking about.
I can't say that shit online. That was toxic as fuck.
What'd you do?
That was toxic AF. Like, I have to think of something else. But I'll tell you offline. Don't worry. I'll tell you offline. But let me see. And I know something that was actually quite toxic that I did, but to me it wasn't toxic, right? But she was always the one that reached out to me, in terms of like telephone conversation. But when it came to like visiting, I think I initiated. It was like maybe 60-40. I initiated most of the visits, but she initiated most of the phone conversations. But like I say like phone conversation, maybe it was like 85-15. She initiated it 85% of the time. I initiated it 50% of the time. But when it comes like in-person visits, I'll initiate maybe 60% of the time. She'll initiate maybe 40% of the time.
So how often did you see each other like in person?
Pretty much every week. So like, cause we didn't go to the same school. So like every weekend, I was pretty much spending that. She was either coming over or I was going there.
Yeah. So
it was like most of the time. But when it came to like, honestly, no. Let me be fair to myself. Let me actually be fair to myself. Because now I'm thinking about it and remembering. I always engage with her on Snapchat. So the stories were popping constantly. But I just never called her. Does that make sense? So it's like, when it came to phone calls, I never called.
Damn. That's so trash.
I don't know, man. Peter, can you relate to that? Though, like,
I'm a phone call person. I don't do text.
Yeah, you are. Never mind. Don't talk.
I rather FaceTime. I rather see your face and like see your expressions and go from there. I hate texting.
For me, I'd rather just see you in person. Like, I used to hate phone calls. Like, because to me, it was just a waste of my time. Because people will be on phone calls, multitasking, doing all sorts of things. For me, if I'm on the phone call with you, I'm with you. That's it. I'm not doing anything else because I can't. Does that make sense? Like, if I'm doing anything else, it just means I'm not talking to you on the phone. Because my brain doesn't like work in like, I don't know, multi-dimension type thing. So I just have to be present in one place and that's it. But to me, half the time when I'm on the phone with her, she's doing like 50 different things. So I'm just like, why am I here, fam?
It's just like girls like the sense of comfort. Like I also enjoy that. Like we don't even have to talk, but just knowing that you're there, like that's very comforting.
That's fair, but like, but to me, it's like, maybe tell me that I don't need to say shit. And then I'll be like, okay, fine, you're just there. Right,
it's
cool.
kind of like an unspoken rule.
All these unspoken rules. Jesus Christ. All these
like we can each be doing our own things, but we're on the phone together.
All right, I get that, but to me, it's just more like if I'm talking to you, I want to talk to you and I want to engage with you, right? Then if I'm not, I want to be out. if you want to sit down on the phone and just stare at me while I'm doing my thing, fine. But just let me know that that's what we're doing, so that I can zone out from that. Just focus on what I'm doing. But it was always weird. But then the bad thing is I never really expressed it properly. Like I said it once or twice, but I didn't really say it well. So it was just really miscommunication, honestly.
Yeah.
So that was the problem. Let's get to Chef Pirero.
That's what you call
Pirero.
dating. That's what you call dating for clout. Let me just
Oh.
put that.
That was it.
statement
That was it.
right
Who
there.
was the one looking for
crazy.
clouds?
Let
How
me just let me
That's
let me
crazy.
just let me just
Who
put
was
it
the one
right
looking
there.
for
Let me just
clouds? How
put it
it
right
be?
there. Let me just put it right there. I'm not gonna say who was looking for clout.
Honestly,
but it is
we
what
were
it is.
relationship goals. I'll tell you that much.
Cloud
I'll
cloud
tell you that
chasers.
much.
You see
We were
me?
relationship goals.
Cloud
I'll tell you that
chasers.
much.
Cloud chasers. Someone that cannot communicate, say his relationship goals.
I can communicate in person, just not on the phone. I'm just not a phone guy.
But are you
That's-
hearing
that's
this
the two
guy?
difference.
Are you
That's
hearing this
kinda
guy? Call
crazy.
himself relationship goals. Let's move on to my own. Mine was not even a relationship at all because we never
Yeah.
dated.
Yeah.
Mine was a situationship,
Mm.
an entanglement, and it was with a girl
Problematic
that
situation.
it was with a girl that I was a roommate with, which was a red flag in itself already.
Our parents say don't roommates with girls because they know they know these things. Before me, no, I won't do shit. But
Yeah,
you
and that like I've talked about this in previous episodes, but that summer, I came in extremely fit. I mean abs on check. Running like well. Went to the gym a lot. Was working out.
hospitals back in the day.
It's not back in the days. It's still now. I still got that energy, that power. But what I'm basically trying to say is that we both came in fit. We both were like not in relationships, and I was like, oh, she's a cute girl, and she represents English. She also liked me back. Let me use easier
Reciprocated.
English. Reciprocated my feelings, right? And I told her in the beginning that why are you guys laughing? You guys are making me laugh. And I told her, right, that I didn't want to be in a relationship. I've said this a billion times.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be in a relationship because I was in college. But I was like, oh, let's have something, do something here and there. And we're not like ever exclusive. I told her already, like you can do whatever you want, right? But I wasn't seeing other girls. I was just like kind of with her.
Yeah.
I wanted a relationship but without the title, basically. That was the kind of person I was.
Fuck boy.
I was extremely toxic. But I really did care about her and I liked her a lot. That's the truth of truths. But I knew that relationship wouldn't work because of we're just two different people. And it wasn't going to work out for a lot of reasons. And I just knew that, logically speaking, with my logical brain from there.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, as the relationship elongates, feelings get involved. And you start doing some
I
mad
start
things.
thinking.
Yeah, and she was like, she blamed me like, oh, we should date, and I was like, nah. I used to laugh it off, basically. I was like, nah.
You're joking.
Not like haha. I was like, nah. I was like, haha, nah. We can't date. Like I told you that I didn't want to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
But obviously, she wanted to be one in the beginning, and then as time passed, I ended up liking her a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the kind of person I am. And all of a sudden she moved on, and I had a problem with that, basically.
So you were live, man. When you were like, yo, like you can do your thing.
And we were like kind of on and off too during that time.
Yeah.
She was moving on.
Yeah.
So it was affecting me. I should have cut it off at that point, but we're on and off for multiple times.
Yeah.
And like over the summer I was just like, bro, like is it that where I told her, is it that we're in a relationship or we're not in a relationship? And I would like have to stop talking to you.
Yeah.
It came to that point, and she was
Came
like,
to that
yeah.
point.
And we were like, yeah, we are not in a relationship. And I was like, okay.
Damn.
I cut it all off at that point.
And you were still roommates?
No. This was during the summer after we left junior
okay.
year. So I moved into a different dorm the following year.
Yeah.
But
So what was the most toxic thing that you guys?
the most
Girls.
toxic thing? Well, it was hard. I did the most toxic thing. I was kind of the most toxic thing I did in the beginning was saying that I didn't want to be in a relationship. I wanted to be like, kind of.
That's not really toxic, That was just
Honestly,
more like,
that's I feel like that's what more men should be doing, like being
Yeah,
upfront from the jump what you expect
yeah.
Okay.
that was not
instead of
toxic,
leading
that was-
people
that-
on.
That was honest,
Yeah.
So what do you
Well,
think the most toxic thing was?
The most toxic thing she did was to bring a guy into our fucking room while I was there. I was like, yo, at least do it when I'm not here, bro. Like, bringing another fucking guy into my place. You know, you guys just fucking talking. She did that like multiple times, and I'm just like, bro. I'm like, you know, like you say you don't care. I had to leave the whole fucking.
It pains
situation.
you.
Yeah, like when a guy is there, and you know you don't want to be that fucking triggered, you have to leave the whole fucking. I left the whole fucking building. I went to go to Jesus' place to go play FIFA or something. Like I had to leave. You know what I mean? That energy was very toxic for me. Like, I didn't want my fucking brain to be thinking about that fucking shit.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But to be fair to her, though, you did say at the beginning that you guys agreed that you guys can do whatever you want.
And I wasn't going to date her. You know what I mean? So obviously, if I tell a girl I'm not going to date her, she has to go look for another guy to go for a date. Yeah. You know what I mean? Another guy's obviously she's a pretty girl, so other guys were interested. Yeah. And she took up on those options. Yeah. And then someone started getting his feelings hurt, but it's alright. Yeah, I started getting my feelings hurt. And it was just on and off. It was just toxic. Right.
It'd be like that.
It'd be like that. So I guess for Bole was what? Neglect, looking for problems where there was none, and what? Lack of, I guess, emotional, should I say,
support. Understanding,
yeah. Mine was just a situationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mine was literally just a situationship.
So Peter was more like situationship. Situationship and lack of, just, I guess, not being ready.
Yeah.
Me was just communication and ego. So Bole, what does horoscope say?
All right. Okay. So for my pairing, a Virgo and Sagittarius, right from the jump, it says that this can be a very difficult pairing. Ooh. So it says Sagittarius likes to be on the move. Virgo likes to, stay grounded, one place. So I can kind of agree with that because homeboy was always thinking about a million things at once. And I was just like, focus on the now.
Focus on me, babe.
Virgos might find it
like we should have worn eyelashes. That would have looked very good. that scene you just did there.
Virgos can find it hard or annoying to keep up with Sagittarius, and Sagittarius don't want to be tied down. So I can see it. Okay, so
that's very true because of my boy was just out here doing his business moves. But I was like, come see me every weekend. I'm sure you requested that. Let's be honest. Like every weekend she was like, yo, come see me. And I was like, what the fuck? Bro,
I mean, not every weekend. Actually, that was a point. We can discuss that after, but that shit low-key annoyed me because he was making good money and not every weekend, but he could have at least flown to come and see me like once every couple months. But it's fine.
But he's invested, fam.
Every couple months.
Every
couple months.
A 4-year relationship?
That's fair.
Like, every couple months, I would say like,
bro, it's like the guy was coming every couple months. Like, bro,
honestly, even once a month, like one weekend a month, that's nothing.
One weekend.
You buy your flights in advance, like $100.
That's also one of the reasons why I'm not. I guess I would be a long distance relationship.
Well, let's say chicken change. Let's move
for
on.
him. Chicken change.
Yeah, true.
It depends, though. It depends on what you're trying to invest in.
Like I'm saying, I wasn't a priority.
Yeah, you went. You literally went.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's fine. I'm still kind of hurt, but growth. Okay. It also says this relationship will require a lot of understanding and compromise. Yeah. When disagreeing, the two signs can resemble volcanoes erupting because they're both very destructive and tragic.
That's actually facts. When these guys disagreed, it was so freaking scary. I was like, bro, this is like the most toxic shit I've ever seen in my life. I won't lie to you. I was like, yo, I think you guys need to break up. Obviously, I never told you guys this. But in my head, I was just like, yo, just from the way you guys fought, I was like, yo, this shit cannot be
really
healthy.
Bad.
It cannot be healthy at all.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. That's what I thought was going to be your most toxic thing when I asked. Because in my head, that was it for me. But obviously, I was outside. I was not in there. Yeah. So I couldn't really say. But just from the outside, I was just like, yeah, the way you guys fought was
But
bad.
I think it stemmed a lot because I felt like I was saying things and he wasn't hearing. Yeah. So it just increased my agitation. Yeah.
I mean, I just felt that. Honestly, I won't lie, but to me, it was like, bro, why is she vexing? that's how I always felt. Because I'm a guy, and obviously I'm thinking on the level.
We'll bleep that name.
Why is she vexing?
Yeah, we'll bleep that name.
But I was like, why is she vexing? Why is she going crazy? Like, bro, just chill, man.
I will admit, there were instances where I put a little too much fire in there. But
Yeah.
because I don't talk. Like I'm very, to myself.
Yeah.
But when I get there, I get there.
Mm-hmm.
And he always
Facts.
brought me there.
And the thing is, the guy's always ready, man. He's like, yo, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. No one wants to back down. I'm like, bro, like this shit is so...
Oh no! Once I'm in there, we're in there.
No, but I wants to argue. We'll just be like, okay. We'll just
No,
keep
that
quiet
shit
and
would
move.
piss me off. That shit would piss me off.
We'll bleep out his name again. But like that guy will just keep quiet and move. He's just like, bro, I don't have time for this shit.
No, yeah, that's literally what it was, and that would just
Honestly,
getting
that's,
upset even thinking
that's the
about
kind
it.
of person I am too. I just like, bro, I'm not fighting you. Like, who's trying to argue over feelings? I'm out. I'm out, man.
Honestly, I'm low-key like that too. Not like that. I would describe myself as like that. That's not my
Yeah.
default setting because I generally care about what you feel or
Yeah.
how you feel. But if I feel like it's over the top or you're trying to do the most,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I can't engage with you right now.
Yeah.
Like you need to calm down first for us to actually engage. So I don't be
And
like,
like, if I'm the kind of person that if I start talking about feelings, I'll start crying. So I try
Yeah.
to avoid the whole
Aw.
fucking situation.
That's
Yeah.
cute.
You know, man.
I hate when the tears come out though, because
Oh,
you be
bro.
like, it's not really doing me like
Chiso,
that.
do you
My
remember-
eyes are just watering. You get
Yo,
what I'm saying?
Chiso, do you remember that time that I had that argument at LA?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
bro.
And I just
yeah.
started crying.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
remember
gosh.
that.
Yo, I don't know why I
was
started
just
crying.
like all the girls in my head. I was just like,
Yo, what the fuck is
my
happening?
God. I was like, I've never been in this situation before. Part of me is embarrassed for Peter. Part of me feels bad for Peter. Part of me is just like,
Yeah, I was lucky embarrassed. So I was like, what the fuck am I crying? Yeah, I was like, yo, but like, I just felt like, bro, like, what are you saying? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because you know, I'm
Yeah.
kind of person that like, if you have an opinion on me, I'm like, whatever. But
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
point, I was like, what she was saying just got me so vexed.
No, but it was about Nigeria that we're arguing about.
Yeah, it was about
which
Nigeria.
part of me, like, it made sense to me. I was just like, damn, this guy really passionate about this, man. You know, like that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking. You know, because we're talking about like I guess the entitlement that Americans feel versus how people back home are suffering. I was kind of arguing about like some Black Lives Matter things and all. You know, all those conversations always get very emotional.
Yeah.
And people are just like, bro, have you seen how people suffer in Nigeria? Once it started going like that, the tear just started like pouring. I was like, bro, like I was passionate, man. I was like, wow, like you
It
see that
was.
soft side of Peter.
Yeah. So I was like, bro, I wanted to just run away from that. I was like, let me rewind this fucking situation. Cause I cried. I was like, yo, man, how can I be crying in front of all these fucking people, bro? I think it was all of us on your set, right? Bole?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, there
people
was
on your
some.
set.
Yeah,
Like,
people.
there-
forgot.
there-
Bole
there was no one
there,
below,
Lea
right?
was there, Marty was there.
Yeah, there was no one below.
was-
I don't think there was.
Yeah, I
like,
don't think anyone below. Yeah, I think that
thank
was
God,
it.
because if there was anyone below, that's yeah, man, Jesus Christ. Thank God, it was like people that were like we were close friends with.
Yeah.
Hey, I got emotional that day.
Yeah. Yo,
Yeah.
how fiery they get.
They get very fiery. Yeah, very passionate and aggressive.
So,
Okay.
So far, looks like horoscope is correct. That's weird.
Very.
That's
And then last note, Sagittarius are not great at taking criticisms, and sometimes they need to look beyond their egos to make sense of what really matters. And I agree.
Interesting.
Homeboy was very egotistical.
Yeah,
very prideful.
honestly, I mean, the homeboy is my homie, but I could agree with that. Yeah, yeah. I could agree with that for sure. Like, because even working with him, like, you could definitely see that side sometimes. But obviously, I'm a guy, so I don't really give a shit. It's just like, alright,
Yeah,
this guy's trying to.
when you're dealing
Yeah.
with men, you deal with egos.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Yeah.
alright, so he's on that wave. I literally just ignore it. I just move on to something else. Like, when he's ready to come down to regular level, then we can
Yeah.
continue engaging. Yeah. All right, bet. So you want to break me down? Sagittarius versus, was it Pisces?
Bro, what? You're in
Sorry,
Capricorn.
Capricorn versus Capricorn versus Pisces.
Aries?
Damn. I'm just gonna stop talking. Just
Yeah.
take it away. just take it away.
Okay, for Chisholm's pairing, so he's a Capricorn, his ex was an Aries. So Aries and Capricorns have different approaches to life and might look like opposites on their surface. They both know what they want and how to get it. Aries are impulsive, and Capricorn likes to, think and have a plan going before actually starting on something. together, y'all are actually a great pair. You can achieve a lot of great things. You have a lot of respect for each other and can learn from each other. But
True.
stubbornness can be a big problem. Is that true or no?
Not really. Because if I'm going to think about the issues that we have, I don't think stubbornness ever came up, right?
Mhm.
Like I'll say between me and my siblings, stubbornness comes up a lot. You know, but like between me and her, like I never felt that she was just being petty for no reason. You
Yeah.
know, like it never felt that way, or just like it was always like something that felt like it made sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and like even being opposite on the surface, I don't think we looked opposite on the surface.
I don't see that
right?
either. Yeah.
It's like I think on the surface you think it'll work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but then like obviously once you unpack different things, you're just like you start seeing some issues here and there. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like I agree with the part where they said that the relationship could work because we have respect for each other and all that. Like that part,
Yeah.
I think is correct. But the stubbornness parts and the being opposite parts, I don't really agree with.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Then the last note they have here is that Capricorns are not a fan of Aries' aggressive and impulsive nature. Both signs can be unwilling to compromise.
I think that's a possibility.
It could be a possibility. Maybe just as humans.
Yeah.
Like I don't. Was she impulsive? I would say she. But okay, this one is very specific, right? This one is low-key opening our business. Maybe a little bit too much. Who knows? But it's kind of like, because you guys know I don't drink, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And at the time, she didn't drink as well, right? But towards the end of the relationship, she started like trying to dibble and dabble with alcohol. And that shit pissed me off, fam. You know, like, I was just like...
She's always a control freak. Basically.
I'm a control freak, but to
She's
me,
always the control freak,
actually,
man.
I am the opposite of a control freak in terms of like, I don't want to ask you not to drink because of me. So like, I never told her, oh, don't drink because of me. I just
But
always
you
wanted
didn't
to
like
understand.
that she was
I
drinking.
just didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, I don't want her to stop just because I asked her to. I want her to stop because she sees some value in stopping, right? Because I don't want it to be like a thing where she resents me in the future because she feels like she's missing out on something that she really wants to do. You know?
Yeah.
So that was one thing about me. But my thing was trying to understand this conversation, but we never really fleshed out that conversation. Would I say that was impulsive? I don't know if it was, because to me it came out from nowhere. But who knows? Maybe she just never really told me about it. You know,
Yeah.
maybe she just always kept it on the wraps. That's like the most, I guess, impulsive, negative thing I could think about. You know, like, I guess to be fair, she wanted positive, impulsive shit like me surprising how we date and like me surprising how we flowers and things like that. To me, those are impulsive as well. But like, it's not like I didn't want to do it. It's just more like I was saving it for when I could actually do it. Maybe that's also one bad thing about. I think about the future a lot, and because of thinking about the future, I was saving a lot of things for the future.
For the future.
So it's not like all my romantic acts, I was saving it for the future when I could actually like execute all these things properly.
Yeah.
So the plan was there to do it.
We talked about this in previous episodes. When me and Chisom, we were like, we won't date ourselves currently, even now, because we want to set ourselves up to be able to actually do what we say we are going to do, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So yeah, I guess I can half agree with that. Maybe not 25% agree. 25%, because I wouldn't, if I was to describe her, I wouldn't describe her as an impulsive person.
Yeah.
But then again, who knows? You know, like who knows?
All right, let's see my own.
Okay. So Peter and his situationship. Peter's also a Capricorn. His situationship was a Leo. So it says here, the Capricorn man and Leo woman are two opposite personalities who approach life differently.
Facts.
Okay. That's facts. That's actually facts.
That was very true between. We had a lot of like mini arguments that it was fun arguments. I'll consider them fun, but sometimes it gets like serious because I'm just like, you know, being a fucking toxic man.
Be that asswipe.
Yeah, be mansplaining basically and stuff like that, and it could get toxic. Yeah, so
Like
we had a lot of
arguments
different
you guys
views
had,
too,
or just like philosophical arguments.
It was philosophical and other types of arguments, different arguments too. But yeah, we definitely had opposing life views too in certain areas. Yeah,
but says the Capricorn will see the Leo as dramatic and impractical.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to have that argument because she was like the type of person that recycles and like wanted to do other stuff. I'm like, bro, you're wasting your time. You know what I mean? I was like, bro, what you doing, man? All this extra shit for what?
She was also vegan, right? She was also vegan too, right?
She was vegan too. And,
Oh
and
yeah.
I was just like, bro, like, but now I'm looking at it now. She was in a whole. She was mentally more mature than me, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Because I think what she was doing was focusing on the individual first to change herself and to do the right things for herself. Because of you can only control what you can do. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I didn't have that perspective of like, oh, it has to be a top-down thing. But you can only control what you can control. And she was doing the best to save the planet. And that was the thinking of higher degree of what I was back then.
Yeah.
So I give her credit there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So dramatic and impractical, you still thought she was.
I thought she was very, very dramatic and impractical.
Yeah.
I'm crying.
You know the funny thing? You guys mention Kamala Harris all the time. Kamala Harris is actually a Leo.
Ooh. That's crazy.
Yo, we like fire girls, man. I can't lie. Well, I move.
I was like, yo, it literally just entered my head because I was like, oh, August, okay.
That's crazy. Okay. Says, what's it called? Capricorn man is capable of patience and admits to his mistakes. The Leo can set high goals, which the Capricorn will like because he's also ambitious and likes to fight for big dreams.
I love that. I wouldn't say that. I will say this. I was very like, kind of like, not like trying to change her mindset in certain things that she was struggling with. You know what I mean? And when I saw progress, I always liked it. I was like, damn, like she's actually making changes in her life and stuff like that. Because she was very down on herself in terms of school and stuff like that. And like kind of like hopeless on that side of things and in her confidence and stuff like that. And I was like, nah, like you should think you're the best, you know, act like you're best, and you should be practical about it. You should say no when you want to say no. You should be assertive when you need to be assertive. You know what I mean? Always have a line of boundary. Because you guys know me. Like, if I don't like something, I'm going to fucking say it. Like, you know, regardless of who it is. So I was, and you know, I'm very ambitious too. So, I mean, I won't say that she was ambitious, but I do like a woman, personally, who has big ambitions.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll give that a 25% true, kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay, and the last note is they're both stubborn and both in need of control. So they'll fight and neither of them will want to give in.
No, not true. I'm usually the one that's giving in.
You're usually the one.
Yeah. I was usually the one. 9 out of 10 times, yeah. So you don't know me when I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
So when I need to,
bro, I know you more than you know yourself.
Just so if it's my girl, I'll say sorry. It doesn't mean anything to say sorry. You know what I mean?
You literally just said it the other time that you'd be like, okay, I'm not fight. That's not sorry, fam. There's a difference between saying like, okay, like,
nah.
If that's how you feel, cool, and being like, okay, sorry
so
about
there's
how
a
you
difference
feel.
between logic and emotions. When you're dealing with a girl with emotions, you have to know how to. You need to learn how to play that game.
Yes, but the thing is that we know how to make our logic annoying. We know it. And we
of course. I'm
that's what I'm saying. So like,
I'm still going to tease her that I was right.
We'll be hiding under the guise of our logic. You'll be like, oh, I'm being logical. But you know in the back of your heart that this is your logic, yeah, use it. You're also being annoyed with it. You know, it's kind of like, you know,
of
that
course,
she wants you know she wants a hug, but you'll be like, well, she's talking to me mad, so I ain't giving her no hug, fam. You know, like I'm going to like just be like, okay, just to annoy her.
I don't know, but what I'm trying to say is that like regardless of if I was wrong or she was wrong, I usually be the first person to apologize because I don't hold things that much. Like it doesn't offend me like when we're arguing, but it offends her. It used to offend her a lot, and I was like, man, like she's feeling some type of way. I said something fucked up or you know belittle her or something like that. Let me go apologize. Because you guys know how I am. I can talk. It's not if I can talk. I can't talk down on people.
You can talk mad.
I can talk bad. And maybe that type of energy came out, and obviously it wasn't She didn't like it. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
you're
Red
disrespecting
flag.
me. So I was like, okay, let me apologize. Because I could see how I could be looked like wrong. You know what I mean? How you could
Yeah.
look wrong. So I was like, let me just
Yeah.
apologize and tell that story. But I I'll only tell a girl story that I like, or I actually genuinely feel I was wrong.
What about like a regular friend? You won't.
Hell
you won't
fucking
tell them,
no.
sir.
I said, go sort yourself
This
out.
appetite is talking.
Red flag.
Red flag.
Go sort
Red
yourself out.
freaking flag.
If I was right, why would I tell you sorry? Who are you?
Well, no, not if you were
say
right.
I didn't say if you were right, bro.
If I was wrong, I'll tell her sorry. No, if I was wrong, you guys know. If I'm wrong, I'll be the first person to say I was wrong. But like, is that cap?
That's cap. It depends on your mood.
No,
that day,
say
fam.
the truth. Just so I
don't think it's cap.
Just so,
But I feel like you also like if it's in like a position where you think you're right and you might not be right, then it's like you hold that I'm right and don't like.
I'm going to hold it because I feel I'm right. That's the whole point.
But what I'm saying is that what Peter is saying right now, anyone can say that. It's kind of like, oh, the moment I feel I'm wrong, then I apologize. But then the moment you feel wrong is like 2 days later. It's like, bro,
No.
like anyone can easily say that. Like, as long as
No.
I feel I'm right, I'll hold it.
No.
But when I'm ready, I'll apologize.
Just so it's not I apologize the next day. I don't hold it for 2 days. It's not I apologize the next day. Or literally within an
I'm
hour
not
or the
saying
next
you
day.
don't, but what I'm saying is that your argument doesn't really show that you apologize first.
I
Because
do
you're saying that
apologize first.
as long as I believe I'm right, I'm not apologizing until I feel like
Yes.
I'm wrong. That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. But anyone can say that.
Yes, but I still apologize first based on my track record.
I'm crying.
I don't know. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know. I mean, like I'm not saying you have an ego. Like your ego is not that big. You would apologize, but I'll give you I'll go as far as saying, oh, you're always the first to apologize. I don't know about that, bro. But then again, maybe I'd see your dynamic with women more.
All right.
So I guess overall, for Bole, it was fairly accurate.
Yeah.
What score would you give it?
I'd give it like a 90.
Like a 90.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'll give
90%.
mine like a solid 50
Mm-hmm.
thereabout. You know, like 50%. Like half of it was right, half of it was not really.
Yeah.
So
Peter.
I would give myself. Basically, it was just a bunch of crap. You could have made connections. It wasn't really good enough to be convincing enough for me,
so
personally
what's the
speaking.
percentage? What's the percentage?
I give you like 10%.
10%.
Stop. I would
10%.
give it like a 65, 70.
No, no. Our
I
relationship
mean,
was not even that
you
close.
were agreeing with those points.
Yeah, you agree with some stuff.
I would say this. I would say
give you,
this.
Like between 40 and like
She doesn't give me Leo energy though.
she doesn't give you Leo energy. What's Leo energy?
I feel that Leos
Like
are
fiery.
alphas because like fiery, like
Hot
energetic.
tempered.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
like Irene type of energy. That's kind of like I feel that Irene has Leo energy. Like was a sweet girl.
Yeah.
Flip her,
On it,
yeah.
yeah. I get what you're
She was a
saying.
sweet girl, and she didn't give me that type of energy.
She's giving me Earth.
Yeah,
Earth
but
vibes.
she was very energetic. She liked playing around so much, man. Oh my fucking gosh. she liked playing around so much. Yeah. I'm just thinking about all this. You guys are making me think about this fucking shit. I
It's
don't wanna be
okay.
thinking about,
It's
man.
okay.
No, it's all right.
These
Peter,
are
are
fucking
you
toxic.
scared you're going to cry?
No.
No.
Fuck you, Chisholm. Fuck you. All right. I'm not crying. I'm just like I don't want to be thinking about this shit. I don't like thinking about this shit about
Yeah.
exes. All right.
Oh, man.
Oh, my
man.
god.
At the end of the day, we're hard guys, but we're still soft guys inside.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know. I personally enjoy this. I know if this is not necessarily Peter's forte. You know me, I'm very fluid. I can, if I talk about China, I'm involved. If I talk about horoscope, I'm involved as well. Bole, this is definitely Bole's forte right here.
Mhm.
So,
Your
I don't know.
feelings and emotions.
I love it. Unpack your shit.
Unpack that shit, man. But honestly, I think this was dope. Like we just need to chop out, cut a few parts. But overall, I think it was good. It was
I'll
good
say
content.
this. I mean, one great thing I learned about the relationship is the type of girls I like. You know what I mean?
Same. Yeah.
I gained a lot of experiences of like things I shouldn't do. That's why hopefully I learned and I can use that in my next relationship basically.
For sure.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
What?
Did you love them and do you still love them?
Me?
Both, all of you.
I don't love her, no. And I don't think I loved love is such a strong word. I don't think I loved
I
the
mean,
girl.
it is. That's what I'm asking.
Oh no, I didn't love her.
Why
I
you say
liked
that?
her.
Yeah.
I didn't love her.
Why?
Why? Because in deep down in my heart of hearts, I knew that I was not going to marry her, or like I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? She was not the girl I was going to marry. I just knew.
Yeah.
Like in your heart of heart when you know. I knew from the beginning.
Yeah. You know that I just.
You know, I knew that if I was even to date her, like when I tried to date her, it was like a toxic grasp of like trying to hold on.
Yeah.
But in my heart of heart, I knew that at the end of the day, I was going to like that relationship was going to break. You know what I mean? We're going to break up at the end of the day. Because I knew in my heart of heart I was never going to, take the next step, and it would have been a waste of my time and her time, especially her time. You know.
Fair enough. That was good. Bole?
Yeah, I loved him. I don't anymore. I still have love for him. Like in
you
the
love
sense,
that man.
How do you know you love them?
I mean, it was very evident. Like in the, like I don't want to say the start of our relationship because I'm not the type to fall very quickly. But like,
Bole, you're not really.
no, I don't fall quickly. I just get emotionally attached. Like I get attached, but it's different from falling in love. Loving somebody.
Yeah.
But no, in the beginning, like our relationship was actually like very nice. Like we were actually relationship goals. Everyone knew us as like,
Everyone knows the beginning is always rosy. Like look at.
Bola, did you just claim relationship goals?
Actually, we very much were.
You guys claiming
I mean, like
relationship
Quavo and
goals?
Sweetie were also relationship goals at some point. I'm pretty sure.
Nah,
Like,
Quavo
look
was
how that shit
toxic.
ended.
I definitely knew that shit was not gonna last.
Yeah.
Bro, like I don't understand. Like, what's this identity of relationship goals? We need to break that down because that in itself is
That
just
could be a different.
unrealistic.
That could be a different episode completely. Honestly,
Like-
relationship goals. We could talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're really thinking about that, move on.
That's not what you're saying, fam.
No. I don't want.
Okay,
I don't
we'll
want
talk about
to.
it then.
I don't want to break you guys' hearts.
No, say it. I mean, the relationship is
proud of-
over. Like the hearts have already been broken and restored.
Broken and restored. I like that energy. All right, but so you were saying that you guys were you loved him.
Yeah. Like
How did you know? You were saying that it was good in the beginning.
it was very good. I just felt like it's hard. Like love is a very weird concept to explain. Like it was like a feeling. Like I just felt very like secure. And, on the contrary of what I was saying, like I felt like I wasn't needed, like I was neglected. Like I felt very like confident in the relationship that, this person actually, wants me to be here, is supporting me, is guiding me, is teaching me, leading me, wants me to be a better person. And I felt, to me, that's like an aspect of love.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't love him anymore.
Okay. Why?
But if he ever needed help, I would definitely be there
Yeah.
for him. But like, I don't love him.
Fair enough.
Respectfully.
Respectfully. You have love for him.
Right.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, for me, I mean, I definitely loved her. Like, I don't know, like this love thing was always so deep for me, bro. Like, how long did it take for you guys to start telling each other you loved each other?
Did I ever
like
tell her I love
2 years maybe.
2 years?
don't
One
remember.
and 1.5, 2 years.
1.5 years.
I
Yeah.
don't think I remember if I told her
Ooh.
I loved her. I don't think I did. I
Yeah.
made sure. I don't think I did.
You made sure I didn't say it, right?
I
Like,
made
for
sure I
me
didn't
too,
say that.
I made sure I didn't say it until I was sure. No, I said it eventually, you know what I'm saying? But like, I made sure I didn't say it out of like, oh, I love you, and I don't mean it.
Yeah.
But to me, at that point in my life, like just saying that was like carried so much weight. Now I can say it to my friends. I didn't even say it to my friends because me, I was just like, I want to make sure I'm not lying to this person, you know. But obviously now I can say it to my friends because now there's different degrees of love, I guess.
Yeah.
In the sense of.
Oh my!
love,
I was
like
so
that.
fucking toxic, man.
Yeah.
Like that kind of. Like being in that kind of position is like trying to have your cake and eat it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's basically. I've done it twice now. Tried to have my cake and eat it. I need to start. I need to pick one. I need to decide
Pick one,
to say,
bro.
this is
Big one,
this is
like,
where I'm
this is
going.
it. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
problem with most. I'll normally say most men, but even now, so it's becoming most people in general. You know, like we want to have our cake and eat it, but at the end of the day, you just have to pick one.
Yep.
You know, but yeah, for me, I definitely loved her at the time. You know, like it was. I mean, I was thinking marriage. I would say I was ready to marry her, you know, but in my head I was like, I can actually marry this girl, the Loki. I could, you know. So, and one of the reasons why I guess I knew I loved her was just because I always separated my feelings from, like, my feelings about myself from what I wanted for her, you know, because I genuinely wanted like the best for her in terms of
Yeah.
like, and if it didn't involve me, I wanted it for her.
For her.
You know, and once I realized, I was just like, oh, damn, bro, like, That's weird. Yeah, like that was weird. But yeah, so I mean that was it. I mean right now, I'll still say I love her because I don't think that ever changed. So I
Oh,
don't know. So
that's
it's weird,
cute.
you know. But like I'm not in love with her though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let me just make that one clear. So that,
but you loved her.
but I loved her and I still love her, which is I don't know how
That's
to explain it
crazy.
without
You
sounding
still love
weird.
her?
Yeah,
Wait, so you
Yeah.
love her, but you're not in love with her?
yeah. I'm not in love with her anymore.
That's cringe.
Because if they ask us to get together, like get back together, I wouldn't get back together with her.
Oh, I definitely wouldn't either.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm not in love with her, but I still like it's not like I have love for her, but like I genuinely love her.
Hmm.
Which is weird, but
Interesting.
it's an interesting dynamic that I'm still trying to figure out in my head. But yeah. All right.
I respect it.
That was quite the conversation, guys. It's quite the conversation. But
All
yo,
right.
Good
you know the
shit.
deal. Like, share, subscribe. You know, tell your exes to come and watch this shit. You know, if you want to have a conversation about horoscope, if you believe in it, if you don't believe in it, let us know in the comments as well. If you think that this is cringe for me and Peter to be doing, we're out here talking Sagittarius,
Love and shit with
Aries,
horoscopes.
all that. Yeah, horoscope. Like,
Some people
let
call
us
us
know.
beta
It's all
men.
the- yeah, like, if you think we're beta men, tell us in the comments, please. I want to hear it. I like make sure you have a picture of your profile so I know who's talking.
I'm
Yes.
dead.
Alright, but the most serious though, guys, like thank you for listening. Leave a like, share, subscribe, tell your mom, tell everyone to come see the Afro Journal because we have a lot of good stuff cooking. I mean,
Yes,
at this
sir.
point, I mean, we're about to go to Puerto Rico, guys. So hey, more lit content coming your way. What's your journal entry for this week, guys? Let's
My
start with
journal entry is I need to find my husband,
All right.
and it can't be a fire sign.
You
so
see,
no fire signs.
This is where me and Chisom stop with her. This thing. We don't care about it is Leo fire sign.
Leo
We
fire-
can date Sagittarius 16 times and say it's still fine. You know what I mean?
Right?
Each one is an individual at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
But Vola is like so struggle to this like like I can't date a
I gotta get away from
Like
that.
Scorpios,
fire signs.
Scorpios are done with Bole. Like, don't even try it. Don't even think
I
about
think
it.
I just need to find a mature Scorpio because Virgos and Scorpios are actually a very good pairing.
Right.
Yeah,
So just, okay.
but my dibble dabbles, they're not ready.
So so if you meet a mature Sagittarius, you think it won't work?
Oh no.
It still won't work.
I can't do a fire sign.
Wait, Scorpios are what, Abby?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Earth and water they pair very
They go well.
Mhm.
All right, bet. All right, Peter, what's your journal entry from?
Don't be indecisive when it comes to people's emotions. Pick one side and stick with it genuinely. Always pick one side and stick with it genuinely.
I like it.
Bet. And for me, what was my own self? My own would be call your next girlfriend. Like make sure you call her. You know,
FaceTime, huh?
this time don't just send her Snapchat.
Send her
Like,
flowers.
Get flowers for her. Communicate properly.
Be spontaneous.
Yeah, man.
Be
Now
spontaneous,
you can't be doing some bullshit anymore. And
Yeah.
I guess it's 2022, so people like phone conversations. So.
Just, I think you should also rephrase that you love her. I think what you're trying to say, you have feelings. You still have like not feelings, but like you still have
Feelings.
acknowledgement of the feelings you've
Bro,
had.
he loves her. Let him love her.
Jesus Christ,
It's not a feelings thing, honestly.
Jesus, that love things.
Like I would say I have feelings for her.
yeah. But okay,
I
let's close. Let's close.
I have sentimentality towards her, but I would say I have feelings for her. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I don't know.
I would never have used that word love, but okay, let's
Bro,
close.
I did-
But
I
let's
did-
To each
I
their,
did- I did
each their
that.
own.
At the end of the day, I
Stick
call
with
it
it.
spade a spade. I
Stick
call
with
it
it.
spade a spade. We can argue what love is if you in the
Stick
future.
with it, stick
but
with it.
in the future.
all
All right, guys. Thank you for sticking with us.
Peace.
And we out. Wait, do we say our
We
names?
did not do our
We did say our
outros.
names.
Oh,
Abby.
fuck,
We did our outro.
outro.
We did our outro. All right, guys. You already know it. Is your lover boy? Your green flag. The guy that you take home to your parents. Chisom, AJK, Jerry.
But won't call your daughter.
Because I'll be in the house. I'm not in the streets, so I don't need to call her. I'll be in the house with her.
And it's your boy, your extra luggage, your flight to Cancun, your gym vacation.
All right.
Peter and Kechike and Chibuzal, Diego Jr.
And it's your actual green flag, your Virgo, The best earth sign. You're grounded, mature, practical sign.
Emotional,
Bole.
attached
Emotional. No, stop. Bole Akume.
Are we out?
Oh, yeah, guys. Peace.